Hi, my name is Maureen and Today FM rocks in Mombasa.
Bola, my name is Mark. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks in Makassi.
Hey, Bula from Rockawaki. I'm Mentor. I love listening to Today FM because they're playing my hits. Today FM rocks.
My name is Enrico. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks in Suba.
Hi, I'm Asrika and I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm Siva. I'm from Bath. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Anabanaka, Fiji. In this bulletin, Tropical Cyclone Sarai causes havoc. More than 300 in evacuation centres. And forces on standby to assist.
From the studios of FBC Suba, Edwin Nadi.
Category 2 Tropical Cyclone Sarai continues to hover over to the southeast of Fiji waters, maintaining speed and intensity. The Fiji Meteorological Services says Tropical Cyclone Sarai is moving south-southeast at about 17 kilometers per hour. It adds the cyclone was located about 170 kilometers west of Kandavu, or about 230 kilometers west-southwest of Suva at 6 this morning. The Weather Office says close to its center, Tropical Cyclone Sarai is expected to have average winds of up to 100 kilometers per hour, with momentary gusts of up to 140 kilometers per hour. It has forecast that the center of the cyclone should be located about 110 kilometers southwest of Kandavu, or 210 kilometers southwest of Suva at 6 p.m. today. People living in Viti Levu, Vanua Levu, Taviuni, Lomai Viti Group, Yasawa and the Mamanuda Group, as well as smaller islands, can expect gale force winds. Those in Kandavu, Vatulele and Matuku can expect destructive winds with average speeds of 95 kilometers per hour. Most businesses in Nadi remain closed this morning, with TC Sarai moving past Viti Levu. FBC News was out this morning in parts of Nadi and saw that there was no major flooding. Rain and winds had also died down in the last hour. The only damage was fallen debris on the road, which is evidence of the strong winds from last night. The majority of Nadi is still empty, with Fijians keeping safe in their homes. And Felipe Naikaso is now live with us from Nadi. Felipe, what was the situation overnight and what is it looking like as we speak?
Yes, Ed, a very good morning from Nadi, and just an update in relation to Tropical Cyclone Sarai in regards to Nadi from last night into this morning. Winds and rain battered Nadi from last night throughout the morning. However, the good thing was that rain wasn't that frequent. It eased at times, so this was a relief for many Fijians living in Nadi, as there wasn't any major flooding recorded in any parts of Nadi. However, the winds really did batter up Nadi, which probably would have caused some houses to sustain a few damages, or also sustain some damage. However, as Tropical Cyclone Sarai moves away from Nadi, people should also know that other parts of the country may still be in danger, as Tropical Cyclone Sarai is expected to be in the Fiji waters until Sunday into Monday. Also, just for motorists, as we were driving around this morning, there are a lot of debris on the road, so for motorists, they need to be extra careful, as fallen branches may cause accidents, and this is something they should look out for. We also spoke to a few people who were out and about this morning, and what they've told us is that they were happy that they managed to secure their houses and move their belongings further up. Even though that it didn't flood, they said that they ensured it, and make sure that they didn't get caught off guard. Like last time, most of them said that they were caught off guard by floodwaters. However, as the day goes on, they said that they will just wait and see how long this rain will last and these winds will also last. Later today, however, the time will be hasn't been confirmed. They will let us know and they will keep us informed in relation to how TC Sarai will continue its track, and we will bring you those latest updates in our bulletin.
Minaka Felipe. 361 evacuees are still taking shelter in 15 evacuation centers which were opened around the country overnight. Director National Disaster Management Office Vasiti Soko says more evacuation centers are expected to be activated as people living in low-lying areas and coastal areas have started experiencing damaging winds and heavy rain. The Fiji Meteorological Services issued a storm warning that is now in force for Vatulele and Kandavu. The National Emergency Operations Center continues to help people living in low-lying areas as strong surges started to enter some villages along the coastal areas in the Western Division. Soko adds the district officers and first responders are helping people living in low-lying areas to evacuate to higher ground. There are 7 evacuation centers open in the Western Division, 6 in the Central Division and 2 in the Eastern Division. With Tropical Cyclone Sarai expected to pass Kandavu in the next few hours, the island is experiencing strong winds and heavy rain. Turanganikoro of Tiliva village, Mosesewanga, told FPC News the wind speed picked up in the wee hours of the morning and has caused coastal flooding. Wanga adds the last thing the villagers want is a repeat of what happened during the 2016 Tropical Cyclone Winston.
We were terrified with how the wind picked up early this morning. We were awake all night listening to weather updates at our evacuation centers. Most villages are now safely evacuated. Since the village is next to the sea, we are also experiencing coastal flooding, and I have advised the villagers to stay indoors for their safety.
With Suva city still feeling the effects of Tropical Cyclone Sarai, some shops in the city will open for business. Most of the roads in Suva are strewn with debris after a night of wind and rain. Broken tree branches were the most common sight. Meanwhile, some supermarkets we've spoken to say they will open for business today. All bus services on Viti Levu have been suspended until further notice due to the impact of Tropical Cyclone Sarai. The Fiji Bus Operators Association says a decision on when services will resume will be made later today. However, we have seen this morning that some bus companies are still operating their services. Taxis are currently operational in some parts, but taxi drivers have been advised by the Fiji Taxi Association to take heed of the weather and keep the safety of drivers and passengers in mind. And for more, we now join Lena Rees, who is at the Suva bus stand. Lena, what is the latest you have?
Edwin, on a normal Saturday here at the Suva bus stand, people would be hustling and bustling trying to get their marketing done. But today, considering the extreme weather conditions, the Suva bus stand is rather empty. All right, there are some people, pockets of people that are trickling in. Some are returning home after doing the graveyard shift, and others are just arriving in town trying to make their way to work. Now, some buses are also operating. How long they're going to service the public is according to the bus company's discretion. Driving through the heart of Suva City to get to this site, we've noticed that businesses have been closed. Now, if you're on the roads, motorists, please do take extra precaution. For those of you at home, please remain indoors. Winds are still relatively strong. The rain has just eased. As we were setting up this morning, the rains were just hammering away at the Suva bus stand here this morning. Now, a lot of the roads would still be closed. Authorities are trying to clear off fallen trees and power lines. So if you're on the road, please do take extra precaution, Edwin.
As a result of continuous rain overnight, the Waimanu River in Sawani has burst its bank. However, this morning wind and rain have slowly eased at the Doloy-Suva to Sawani road. FBC News visited Sawani this morning and tree branches were lying on the road leading up to Sawani. There was hardly any movement in the area. Flash flood warnings also remain in force for low-lying areas, small streams and areas adjacent to the Waimanu River. The Fiji Police Force is beefing up security measures in the 4 divisions through increased patrols and monitoring due to the current weather situation. With Tropical Cyclone Sarai now a Category 2 system, the force is advising the public that its personnel are on standby to help in evacuation and rescue efforts. Chief Operations Officer ACP Maritino Giolevu has confirmed there are no records of casualties, and officers have been instructed to maintain presence at various locations, including evacuation centers, for the security of all Fijians. ACP Giolevu adds investigating teams are also on standby to monitor those who may be having criminal intentions. He's warning those being affected by the rain to take heed of warnings and move to higher ground or to evacuation centers. The public is urged to remain vigilant and alert and to take advisories from relevant authorities seriously.
We have activated our National Coordinating Center and working closely with NDMO. And our coordinating center will be manned on a 24-hour basis. And for the divisions, their divisional command centers has been activated as well. And they will be sending us updates on an hourly basis from now onwards.
Meanwhile, police teams were closely monitoring the movement of people in all divisions last night into this morning. Acting Police Commissioner ACP Rusiate Tundravu says despite several advisories from relevant authorities, there are still Fijians who are not adhering. ACP Tundravu says they will take people to task for disobedience of lawful order. With Tropical Cyclone Sarai looming over the Fiji group, police teams have been deployed to ensure the safety of people and to control the movement of Fijians around the country. The King and Queen's Road is open to all traffic, but those travelling have been urged to be cautious. Also, due to power outages in the Central and Western Division, traffic signals are not operational. The Fiji Roads Authority has confirmed temporary traffic management is being put in place. The authority is also advising Fijians living in low-lying areas not to make travel plans unless absolutely necessary. This comes after several roads and crossings were closed due to flooding. The FRA in its updates have confirmed that people need to prioritize their safety as they know for themselves what localities are at risk of flooding. Meanwhile, the FRA has confirmed their standby teams are working to clear off roads where trees have fallen. Contractors have been clearing roads in the Central Division since last night. People can also contact the FRA on toll-free number 5720 or email info@fijiroads.org for the latest updates. Military officers who were on leave for the festive season are back in camp and on standby to assist in disaster relief efforts. RFMF Commander Rear Admiral Viliamina Poto says the platoons in Nadi and Lautoka are ready with reinforcements and will be assisted by 3 FIR officers and engineers from Suva.
We have a platoon plus who are on standby with 3 FIR. Also, we have platoons in the west, in Nadi and in Lautoka. We also have staff who we have sent down to the NDMO office to help them in their planning.
Commander Naupoto says for now officers are only on standby in the 4 main centers of Suva, Nadi, Lautoka and Lambasa.
But our deployment outside of Suva depends on where the cyclone hits and where the need arises, but we are ready to move at any time from now.
And that is your FBC Morning News. Remember to join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For these stories, you can also tune in daily to our sister station, Gold FM, where we are running hourly updates on Tropical Cyclone Sarai. That's it from me for now. Have a good morning.
Ako Tabua. Ako do talitay na warong na Bula FM. Nambando na sir.
Bula. Ang gono Lautoka do talita ka ng Bula FM berarti nambando na sir. Nimbula binaka. Nandragi ngosa Mbula FM nga. Ena kasi.
Nadango samundu activio na Mbula FM nambondo ena ser nusuri.
Nimbula binaka. Nadango Jerry yang melambasa. Untuk warung nga Mbula FM nambandua.
Mbula FM nambandua ena ser.